Hey guys, John from Perfect Follow Up, and in this video I wanted to update the website widget training module. There's been some changes to the interface, some improvements made. Okay, so it looks a little different and the menu items in a different place. So to be less confusing, I wanted to update this for 2022. Let's also go in and I'll show you behind the scenes how we built the automation to make the whole chat widget work and actually get those conversations created in your pipeline so you can follow up easily. All right, so let's start with going to automation. And then again, depending on what package you have with us or what snapshots you've maybe purchased, your screen may look different. It may look blank, but at the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to configure this on your own. All right, so we're going to go to website widget. And there's really just two steps here in the automation. So the first automation is receiving the message from the widget on your website. So in this automation, the way that this is structured, you have your triggers up top here. If you've been a customer of ours for a number of years, you may be familiar with triggers and campaigns being separate. Well, the new improved workflow are now called automations, where it combines the triggers and the campaigns all in one, plus gives you numerous ways to communicate with your leads, but also to your internal team. So let's jump back into this. The first step here is configuring your trigger. All right, so we have one trigger configured, which is when a website widget message is received. The way that we did that was the workflow trigger is customer replied. So what you want to look for here, if you're searching and you're building this from scratch, is just search for replied. Okay, and you have customer replied, but we want to filter it, right? Because there's different ways customers can reply. They can call you, text you, email you, Facebook message. There's a bunch of different ways. So we have to clarify. And this is very important because if you leave it wide open, it's going to be a disaster. Because every time any lead responds through any channel, it's all going to dump into your website widget pipeline. And you trust me, you don't want that. So the way that we do that is we use a filter and we clarify the reply channel. Okay, so the reply channel is the chat widget. Make sure you save here and save up top. But once that trigger is configured, now what it's doing is it's looking for any message that's submitted through that chat widget. What happens next? Well, the first thing that we're going to do here is create an opportunity. All right, so if you search for opportunity, this is the menu that you have. What we want to do is actually create an opportunity card in the website widget pipeline. Okay, and if you don't have this, just simply go to pipelines and create one. Now, the first stage that we've created in the website widget pipeline is message in. Okay, so we're going to select that. And if you want to assign a lead value to it, you can. If you want to change the opportunity name, you can. If you want to specify the opportunity source, you can do that as well. And then save. All right, so the next thing we want to do is tag this opportunity card because it's always nice to do. So we're going to use a contact tag and we're going to call it website_chatbot. Now, if you're building this from scratch, all you simply do is select this plus symbol and then search for the action that you want to take. And very simply, if you just search for tag, you'll see the item here. All right, so that's already configured. We're going to tag it as a website_chatbot. And then we also like to place a note inside of the opportunity card. Very helpful to have that information. So what are we going to put in that note? Well, let's make sure that we remember where this lead came from, right? So website widget created in the new lead stage, but I'm also going to put this message body variable in here. So the message that they sent you actually gets stored in the notes. So it's always there for historical reasons. Where do you find these custom values? Well, you very simply just drop down this menu here, and we always want to look for contact when we're talking about contacts and leads coming in, right? So the way that this works is that your contact is the lead, right? And as they go through your automations and your pipelines and they have actions assigned to them or they take action, that information is kind of stuck to their contact information. So if you look at contact and you scroll all the way over to custom fields, you could do something like pest issue, right? So if they filled out a form on your website and one of the questions was, what is your pest issue? When they answer that, that actually gets attached to their contact. So you can plug that information in different places. But for the website widget, what we're actually looking for here is message. All right. So select the message and then message body. And that's going to take that information that they typed into that chat window. Make sure you save. And that's it. So we're going to save up here. And I'm going to pause here as we send a message into the website. You've seen that in the prior video, and I'll come back with the result. All right, so we're back with the result. I sent a message to myself, and we want to go into the right pipeline here, right? So we're looking for actually the website widget. And as you'll see, here we go. So I went through the website widget, typed in my name, my phone number, some information, but I also left a message. So if we go into the actual opportunity card and look in notes, you'll notice it says website widget created in the new lead stage. I should really call this message in, not new lead. We can change that. That's easy. But the message I typed in was, hi, I need help from you. So that's pretty cool. So it'll remember what they were inquiring about. Could be about your hours of operation. Could be about your location. Could be about your current offers. Okay. Now, what do you do next? Right? So they sent you a message via your website. You've captured them as a lead. You've stored the information for historical reasons, but now you want to respond to them, right? So what you can do is click on their name, and now you're put into their contact information, but also a messaging screen. So what you can do from here, and my buttons here are a little hidden, but there's a send SMS and there's a send email. Here we go. And you can reply right back from this screen and have a chat back and forth. If you've installed our Lead Connector app on your phone, you could also do it from your phone, but most likely your team that's handling responses they're usually at a desktop. So they can do everything from this one screen here. All right. So that is how we use the website widget. It's in a little bit different location. All right. So go to Sites, Chat Widget, and this is where you're going to configure everything. So it's similar to what the older version in 2021 looked like. When that's all configured, you're going to grab the code, paste it into the header or footer of your website. Once it's live, then you just have to make sure the automation is turned on, and then all your opportunities will show up here. All right. So that's a quick and easy way to configure your website widget, have those leads funnel into a pipeline where you capture their information, and then a quick and easy way to respond back and have a conversation.